All right, now we're sitting down to talk to the host of the Big Bad B Movie Show. We got Zachariah and Laura. How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Out of costume. This is the real us.
I'm scared. Should I be scared?
Yeah, it's a scary
Behind
show.
Josh's head.
Yeah, she thinks something is going to come out and grab her from behind or underneath the seats.
The great thing about this set is that almost everything that isn't like a skeleton or a rubber puppet is actually old Channel 43 WUAB stuff.
Oh,
Like these are
wow.
all real archived tapes. These are the real tape machines that they used to have to use way back when.
Now, who designed it?
I shoved everything around and made it look, and then Laura came in and sprinkled like the mannequins and the skeletons
You know
and
how us
stuff like
girls
that.
do. It's like,
over
no,
it.
that doesn't go right
Yeah.
there, Zachariah. Put that over there,
It
right?
needed a little flavor, and I have a lot of mannequins and a medical lab skeleton for some reason.
I love it.
I was actually looking at one item in particular. Could you grab that cup right there with the skulls on it?
Josh, how did you even see that?
Because I was looking
all
all
done.
around.
Here you go. You can have it, babe. You can have
no,
it.
No. I just want to know if one might drink something out of this, would they have eternal damnation forever, or would they be cursed?
I think that cup only holds the blood of your enemies.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
My blood's not in there,
So
is
I
it?
would have to drink the blood of my enemies.
No, give me my
You
hand
have a
alone,
knife, I'm
Josh.
gonna just cut a knife and...
Look, Laura, Zachariah, how did you guys get into hosting your own show?
You know, this
A
is
scary movie show. I'm sorry to cut you off. A
Not
scary,
just your own
yeah,
show,
a
right.
scary movie show. I'm sorry.
way
Let me
back
know.
when this format first started, which was like in the 1950s and the 1960s, they said, you know, we need to play some movies. They need to be cheap. They're not that great. How can we make this so it's something that people will watch? So they said, let's get a host who can kind of make fun of the movies, who can be very personable and be the face of the station. And now, fast forward years later, and that's still the format. Like Eric, the boss of the station, said, hey, let's get these old movies, let's revive the format. And they said, is there anybody who wants to host the show? So I jumped up and down and I pointed to my head. And he said, okay.
A little self-promotion, right?
All right, this guy
Uh-huh.
looks like he's hurt by the sun. It looks like he names all the spiders in his house. I think we can do this. I love old movies. I love old horror movies. And the only other person I know who loves them as much as me is Laura.
Laura.
Usually, I know in my house, the women are afraid of scary movies. They need the big, strong men around to kill the spider or, you know what I'm saying? So how did you get into the art of loving scary movies?
Right.
Well, I have to credit stations like WUAB 43 back in the day for that, because I was one of those kids who grew up without cable in the 80s. So we had 7 channels, and 43 was my favorite because they showed the best edited for TV horror movies. And
Well, hold on. Let's dig into this. So 43 is known for showing like the old school horror movies.
Well, you actually probably did one of the last interviews with Superhost.
He's not scary.
He was delightful.
Oh, okay. But he hosted it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The movies were scary.
Oh, okay.
He was
Thank you.
cute.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
You know, you guys are heavily into the old scary movies. Do you have any favorites that stand out?
one of my personal favorites is Halloween, directed by John Carpenter. And I first saw it on 43 back when I was a wee little 3rd grader, and it was
Third
edited.
grader?
Third
You
grade.
wasn't scared to watch it?
I was scared. I didn't sleep for about 6 months after I
Okay,
saw
right,
this movie.
right.
Thank you, Michael
Okay,
Myers.
okay, I get that.
One of the reasons that I was able to get over being scared with these movies is finding out the special effects. A lot of people don't know that Michael Myers' mask is actually a mold of William Shatner's face.
That's some
Turned inside
trivia.
out.
Really?
History.
Turned inside out. Wow.
Wow.
That's a neat fact.
Suspiria is a great movie.
I've never heard of Suspiria.
Yeah, it is an Italian film by Dario Argento.
Oh, okay. What's the basis behind Suspiria?
So it's Suspiria is about a
sorry.
ballet
Suspiria?
dancer.
Serpico.
Scorpio's about it.
All right. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Like a ballet dancer?
A ballet dancer, she goes to a European dance academy, and a a lot of things start happening. That she
Ooh,
was
I think
not
they
expecting.
remade that one.
Right.
They did recently remake it. Yes,
because it
it's
sounds
a
like
very,
something that I
very
just
long
seen.
remake.
Yeah. All right, Zachariah, we have her favorite scary movies. What are some of your picks?
My picks are Evil Dead 2 by Sam Raimi.
Ooh, I love it. That's
You
one of
saw
my
that?
favorites. Yes.
Great movie. Before he was directing Spider-Man movies, he was directing these crazy horror movies. This is just like a crazy old throwback style movie where you're in a haunted cabin, stuff's flying around, there's a spooky book. What else could you
I
ask
haven't
for?
heard about
Yeah, I've
any of
seen
these.
1 and 2 though.
Okay, what
One
else
is
you got?
good.
This is a movie from Japan in the 1970s called House. There's a piano that eats people, there's blood squirting out of paintings. You can't ask for anything more.
He's the real deal.
Yes.
Like, y'all really know y'all stuff. Okay,
Yes.
what else you got?
The last thing I have is something more that's like family friendly, which is Beetlejuice.
I know Beetlejuice. Okay, I
Beetlejuice.
feel like I'm familiar
That's
now.
not
Okay.
really scary.
Beetlejuice isn't scary.
I love it.
He was
For
so
little
cool.
kids, I think this is a perfect level of if they're small, you find out how scary can you show
Right.
something to them. Because there's spooky stuff, there's monsters, there's intense moments.
How do you guys know all this stuff? Like, how do you guys?
We're indoor kids.
Is that? Oh.
We couldn't play football. This is all we had.
Y'all know about some throwbacks, like movies I've never even heard of. And this is crazy.
Yes, it is. Guys, stick around. Coming up next, we have 2 other horror movie hosts. You're going to meet them right after this.